the Helldivers begin their assault towards the planet of Marfark and Zosma. With Zonia Prime swiftly liberated, Super Earth begins a liberation campaign upon the planet of Zosma, freeing the world, then seizing and repurposing the automatons' warehouses of explosive ordnance on the planet. Meanwhile, the automatons launch a counterattack, led by their vertically assisted communist troopers. The Jet Brigade launched either as a diversion to drag troops away from liberating the Major Order target worlds, or in a progressive attempt to claim new territory. The Helldivers redirect their forces, meeting the Jet Brigade head-on on the planet of Lasoth. Another unprovoked assault, the robotic communists launch a second offensive from the planet of Bekvom 3 onto the planet of Hive. As this new invasion of Liberty began, the Battle of Lasoth raged on. On Lasoth's surface, the Helldivers fought heroically and patriotically with the help of the DSS and its multitude of democratic support systems. The Jet Brigade began to quickly lose ground as the battle for Lasoth began to slow, and Super Earth's victory in its grasp. The DSS moves to Yolheim's defense and Bekvom 3's liberation. With Yolheim safe, and Bekvom 3 rapidly approaching freedom from underneath the automaton's cold metal hood, Super Earth announced a celebration for the planet of Seashell Beach, on the planet of Seashell Beach, a planet with a long campaign against Illuminate forces from a small, inexplicably dedicated group of Helldivers was liberated earlier in the week following the liberation of 3 other Illuminate-controlled worlds. To annotate the planet's long-awaited victory, citizens of Seashell Beach voted to establish the date of the planet's liberation as Avengement Day. On this annual holiday, all beach citizens will pause to remember the planet's loss to humanity's foes and relish the superlative satisfaction of long-awaited retribution. Also, New Alexandria is on there. Halo Reach. Noble 6 is dead. Marfark under siege. After stopping 2 automaton attacks and the liberation of Bekvom 3, the Helldivers began the siege of Marfark. After expending their forces with counterattacks, the automaton's defense began to quickly crumble against the combined strength of Super Earth and managed democracy. With Helldivers leading its liberation and support of Super Earth's armed forces, Marfark was quickly returned to the Federation's patriotic embrace. Liberty Day's 24-hour pyrotechnic show is secure, though the miserly automatons sought to keep their ill-gotten explosives out of reach of Super Earth's children. The Helldivers managed to save Liberty Day. Super Earth's supra-nostalgic pyrotechnic display will now proceed as planned. Families all over Super Earth will be able to celebrate Liberty Day with a continuous 24-hour pyrotechnic show. In accordance with tradition, applications for the Liberty Day Super Earth Visa raffle for gifted children are pouring in with every passing second, ensuring the heaps of Liberty Day magic will be distributed among the Federation's most deserving colony children. As the patriotic youth looks to the skies this Liberty Day, they will be able to take pride and veneration in the knowledge that there is a hero sacrifice behind each colorful spark from the 24-hour pyrotechnic display. See forces stand on the brink of liberating the tormented Hive world of Oshan. With weeks of preparations, Super Earth Armed Forces, as well as the heroic Helldivers, are ready to launch a large-scale offensive against the Terminids on the Hive world of Oshahune. However, High Command has ordered their patriotic forces to temper their resolve with constant Terminid attacks on the planet of Hellmire, the location of Super Earth's foothold into the Gloom Base Alpha. The threat of being cut off mid-siege of the Hive world is a persistent and undeniable threat. In light of this, Super Earth High Command issues a new major order. Helldiver! Your orders! Liberate Hellmire's neighboring worlds of Arata Prime and Astanu. Liberating these planets would insulate Gloom Base Alpha from Terminid attacks, significantly reducing their quantity of attacks upon it, therefore also reducing the risk of Oshan being cut off from Federation control. Adding to this major order, once liberated, the secure territory would increase the effectiveness of Gloom Base Alpha even further, aiding in the liberation of the tyrannical Hive world. Liberate these worlds, freeing them from the Gloom's oppressive grasp, secure Hellmire, and prepare for the rapidly approaching and treasured holiday, Liberty Day! Dun 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 dun. Dun dun.